In the Holy Quran, in chapter 3, verse 42, we are told about the annunciation and the status of Jesus Christ. It begins, chapter 3, verse 42, it begins, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. وَإِذْ قَالَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ يَا مَرْيَمُ. It says, behold, the angel said, O Mary, إِنَّ اللَّهَ اسْتَفَاكِ وَطَهَّرَكِ وَاسْتَفَاكِ عَلَى نِسَاءِ الْعَالَمِينَ. That God Almighty has chosen thee and purified thee, chosen thee above the women of all nations. Ya Maryam uknuti li rabbiki wasjudi warka'i ma'ar raqi'in. So, O Mary, worship thy Lord devoutly. Prostrate thyself and bow down in prayer with those who bow down. ذَلِكَ مِنْ أَنْبَاءِ الْغَيْبِ نُوحِيهِ إِلَيْكَ. That this is part of the tidings of the things unseen which we reveal unto thee, O Apostle, by inspiration. ذَلِكَ مِنْ أَنْبَاءِ الْغَيْبِ نُوحِيهِ إِلَيْكَ وَمَا كُنْتَ لَدَيْهِمْ إِذْ يُلْقُونَ أَقْلَامَهُمْ أَيُّهُمْ يَكْفُلُ مَرْيَمَ وَمَا كُنْتَ لَدَيْهِمْ إِذْ يَخْتَصِمُونَ. It says, you were not with them, O Muhammad, when they cast lots with arrows, as to which of them should be charged with the care of Mary, nor was thou with them when they disputed the point. The background to these verses is this, that the mother of Mary, she had vowed that if God Almighty gave her a child, she would dedicate that child for temple services, feeling and believing that God Almighty will grant her a son, yearning for a son, a male issue. God heard her prayer and a child was born, and it happened to be a female, and a female is very much unlike a male for temple services. She was disappointed, naturally. But according to her vow, as soon as the child grew up to be big enough to look after herself, she takes this child to the temple of Jerusalem, offering this child services to the people who were serving God. And when these people saw this child, this beautiful child, everybody was clamoring to be the godfather of this child. You know, it's a Western connotation. Godfather means somebody who will look after the child as a guardian. People were clamoring, the priests were clamoring. So they said, now the way to solve this problem is everybody wants to own the child, Mary. So they started casting lots, like head or tail. You know, we do head or tail. You toss the coin. So they casted lots according to the practice of the time, and it came to the turn of Zechariah that he was the fortunate person to be the godfather to this child. And there was a dispute, as always in things of this nature. You know, when you throw the dice, and if the dice falls for 6, they say, no, you cheated. You know, says, we do that. This is human nature. And there was a dispute about the throwing of the dice. So God Almighty reminds Muhammad, and in other ways informing us, that how do you know all these things, O Muhammad? How did this knowledge come to you? You were not there when they cast lots with arrows, nor were you there when they disputed the point. Where did this knowledge come to you from? So God Almighty assures him and is assuring us that this is from himself. This knowledge is given to him by God.